I have a serious topic today about how to stop an Instagram bully. We have a particular one in this case, and I'll be running through the measures that a whole big group of people on Instagram are taking to try to stop her. I must put a warning and disclaimer that this section is not for younger kids, and if you are sensitive to racial slurs or cuss words or hearing things that could be triggering as far as other people being harmed, then this is not the video for you. Please stop the video. Everything about this bully is explained in the letter to her father, which is the next portion I will be reading. So without further ado, here it is. I won't say their names. I don't mind saying my name, but because that's public information. Dear the father, my name is Leslie, and I'm a parent of 22 years and a business owner. I have an account for my business of selling American Girl dolls on many platforms of social media, including Instagram. In this doll community we call AGIG for American Girl Instagram. There are thousands of doll collectors from kids to adults. It came to my attention, both before I encountered her and afterwards, that your daughter, blank, has been bullying and harassing people on Instagram. She approaches anyone and asks them to give her a free doll. In my case, she also asked for donations of money or any toys. She has also offered to trade, but says the other person must send first. She has offered lately to buy their dolls for sale, but only if they send it first. Of course, you and I know that is not how the world of buying and selling works. She has told many people she has no money, so this seems to me to be a scam she is hoping will work. This in itself would not be much of a problem, but what comes next is what is more disturbing. After a person politely declines, as I did, explaining I run a business and had a severe back injury so I could not work for months, she immediately begins a string of cussing and attacks. She may first say mean or go straight to bitch, then followed by fuck off and fuck you. She has told people to go kill yourself. She said on another person's live stream that she knows where the girl lived and was going to come get her. This is a problem also because she does it mostly in direct messages and instantly deletes her comments, then blocks the person she attacked. This makes it difficult for a person to report her actions, which entirely violate Instagram's policies. This is also cyberbullying, which is now a punishable offense in California and many states. As a side note, I mentioned California because she is from there. Lately, she isn't even doing this after a rejection. She is going on people's live streams and just starts calling them names and cussing at them. A couple of days ago, a terrible incident occurred in which she told the black girl who was live streaming, "I don't like black people. Ew, ugly, bitch," and so on. She tells people they don't deserve their dolls and anything else she can think of to insult them. She has apologized a few times and said she won't do it again when she thinks it will help her to get a free doll, but the same day is found to be bullying someone else or the same person. She has been asked by many people why she behaves this way, and even without asking, has told many of us, including me, "Bitch, I get abuse." She has also told other stories. "I have no friends. I get bullied. I am handicapped." She had told me to get the donation money that she had injured her knee and needed money for surgery. A week later, she was claiming to be handicapped. We have no way of knowing if any of this is true, and for her sake, I worried that telling you could incur something for her that would be bad if indeed she gets abused by her parents. She never said by who. I think these are just excuses she has made up. This is something that I would feel compelled to inform authorities about normally, but based on the many lies she is telling, I did not feel this was necessary. Please understand, this is not just a few times this has happened. We have located at least 20 people in the past 1 to 2 months who have had her bully and harass them. They are all minors, and I feel they are vulnerable to bullying or being scammed into sending something they won't get a fair trade or sale on. The people involved has sent me many screenshots of things she said before she blocked and deleted her comments to them. There are some who are very distressed by this. They came to me as an adult and leader in our community who has helped stop other bullies in the past to help them. I am certain there are more isolated people who are not in our realm of influence who have had to deal with this from your daughter. I tried using Instagram to report these incidents, but they will not delete her account if the comments were in private direct messages. I tried to report her as underage, as I suspect she is not at least 13 years old, which you must be to join. You must have someone's date of birth to do this. Many people are spreading the word so as to help others from getting approached by her. One more thing she does is after a few days and a few more attacks, she changes her username. This makes it harder for people to realize they are dealing with her, but she doesn't change the formula much. She has been known under about 10 different usernames now. Currently, the new one is AG Queen 101. It is her because we confirmed the same photos of her doll Willa or the same messages or information she has said. She usually keeps her current account and just changes her name so she can be anonymous and keep bullying. One more concern about your daughter is that she has given out her private information many times just in the interest of gaining free stuff. As pushy as she is being, she could be endangering herself to an online predator or stalker or even people who got harassed and want revenge. She gave her name and yours and address when she thought she could get dolls. She gave her address to another person who had not even said she was sending her anything. I know you have a P.O. Box address. However, when I put your name in Google to confirm that you were indeed her dad so I could send this information to you, along with your town, which she also told numerous people she was from, including me, I got your probable home address and real name of blank, too. This is public information, and she has given it out so many times, and it could really be terrible for you or her. I wanted to explain that I sent you a letter hoping you can prevent her from doing what she is from now on. If she is not 13, she needs to get off of Instagram and many other social platforms which have rules about this. If she cannot abide by their rules, she does not need to be on it. She can potentially really harm someone. There are vulnerable young people who could get pushed over the edge by someone like her. It happens all the time now that cyberbullying can cause a young person to take their own life. It is now worse than ever. I hope that by alerting you first, we can avoid something much worse, like another parent of these kids contacting your local authorities on this matter. For cyberbullying and the nature of many of the things she has said, she could be investigated and possibly charged with a hate crime or terroristic threat. I'm not making this up. I have done lots of research. Comments about someone's race and saying that you would go to someone's house and hurt them are very serious and will be taken as such. I worry that she needs some help for whatever reason. She's very hateful and impulsive and engaging in dangerous behavior at a very young age. A whole community is being affected, and in the past we've gotten rid of bullies and hate accounts. But since she does not post these comments or post on her page or others' pages, it cannot be reported. I will continue to research whether there is some way to submit her account for review based on all the direct messages and comments on live streams that have harmed people. If this is how she is behaving on one social platform, I would infer that she feels confident she won't get caught on any other number of websites or apps, and that it could translate into real-life actions at school. Lastly, I want to be sure you understand I'm not being condescending. I'm not judging you as a parent. I'm merely informing you so that you can understand how serious this situation is. Another parent may not be as willing to help you solve your own problem as I. Many parents would take a more drastic action if they had your information, which a lot of people do now, and they would disregard your inherent right to stop your child's bad behavior before it gets to that point. I really hope we see her account taken down and that she does not come back on another account as she has before and do the same thing. Enclosed you will find a collection of screenshots and stories from the people she has attacked. This is just a sampling, so please know that it is much worse than can be seen from these few cases. You are welcome to email me back if you want, and I do not expect a response. Many parents would be offended. I, however, would want to know if my child was doing this to others before it was too late. Thank you for taking the time to read this. I hope it causes a solution to be found to the serious issue at hand. Regards and sincerity, Leslie.
Here is the end of the messages between her and I. This is also what I posted on my story and also her profile at the time. Here she has joined someone's live and started asking them for free stuff, and when they wouldn't give her free stuff, she started to cuss them out. Here she is also approaching someone to have a doll, and on the right side is the conversation about it when it was submitted to an anonymous website. These are 3 of the profile names she went under. You can see the similarities in the profile photos or the first post of her doll. Here we see someone's response to the post I put on my story and explain what happened to them. And then those are the 2 posts on the right from my story warning people about her. More screenshots of her behavior on people's lives and also one of her latest profile names. Here is a death threat and also a threat to go to someone's house. Here is one of the times that she said she gets abused. Another conversation that she approached somebody to buy her a doll because she saw that the girl had some money from when her father passed away. This is very interesting to me. On the left, that is her actual face on a live. In the middle is a post she made that says she's apologizing to everybody she had harmed. And then on the right is an example of what she does on a live stream. Another message from her with some empty promises. She was trying to get dolls. And on the right, a group chat about her making another death threat. Here is one of the worst ones. On a live, she told a person who is African American she does not like black people and to go kill themselves. Here's a screenshot that shows her cussing, and then in the middle, after she has erased what she said, and then a separate conversation on the right where she's doing the same thing. Here are one of her many excuses for her behavior, saying that she has no friends and she gets bullied because she is handicapped. In the message on the right, she is saying that she gets abused, again, in a different conversation. On the left, she is asking for a doll and someone is responding with all the information they gathered from other people. In the middle is a repeat, but it is there because she says she won't tell people to kill themselves, and on the right she says it to someone. Another person is asking her why she does this to people, and she explains it's because she gets bullied. She also promises to stop because she really wants this doll. Here is the last time her profile has been changed to Cuphead, and she is now also posting other people's art and other people's photos without credit. Here I will be showing you how to report an internet bully on Instagram. So this is actually a really awful profile that we haven't been able to get off either. And what I'm showing is that in the top right part of the profile are the 3 dots by their name. You want to go ahead and click on that. When this pops up from the bottom, you will have many choices and you will go to first report. Always make sure you report before you block someone. In the case of bullying, the next choice you would pick that pops up from the bottom is it's inappropriate. Now you have a page with a lot of different options. You will pick, I believe this account violates Instagram's community guidelines first. So you will next report the account. If, of course, they have actual photos, videos, comments, or live stream comments, you can report those items from that point, from where you were at. And so, yeah, pick report account to report the entire account. But if there are actual things you can report about, make sure you do those first. You will get many choices yet again. In this case, you pick that they are posting inappropriate content, which would be things like bullying, harassment, self-harm, nudity, and other things like that. You may also run into those people who are posting other people's content or pretending to be someone else, and so there are options right below this for those instances. Now you finally get to pick harassment or bullying. There are several other options which I will show you. And in this case, violence or harm could be one of them. Now you've made it to the thank you page and you're done. At this point, I would also recommend blocking that person so that they cannot bother you anymore, so they can't see, like, if you want to post on your story to get other people to report on their account and that sort of thing. Instagram will review the account, and hopefully within a day or two, you'll get some kind of notice back whether they thought it violated their policies or not. Thank you so much for watching today. I know this was not a happy subject, and for those of us who have experienced bullies, which is actually a lot of people on the internet, we know that this can be a very unpleasant time. Please know there are people out there that want to help, that care. The community can rally around you and help report and get rid of a bully. In this case, we went really far because we are actually reaching out to her parents, since we can't get Instagram to pull her account. If you're being bullied, remember that there are people who care, that we will rally behind you, that you can ignore the bully, you can block them and just forget that they exist, and to not engage with them and stoop down to their level. Doing this only exacerbates the problem, so it's not really helping anything, even if you're very angry or upset and want to lash out back at them. Or if your friends do the same thing, it doesn't really help the situation. Things can get really out of hand on the internet. Not everybody knows what the other person means, and this can cause some really bad situations. So just as a great rule of thumb, you can be kind to each other and try to be kind to everyone you meet. Hopefully this will help you find your true friends and you will have a great time. Thank you all. Love you, dolls. Bye.